lot of people are familiar with the subscription box model. You've got Birchbox, you've got BarkBox, you've just got so many different types, and you've even got quite a few baby boxes out there. My product, the Bumble Brain Box, is a monthly box that teaches parents how to play with their baby to help target specific areas of brain development. So, unlike other subscription boxes where they're just sending you products, I will actually send you in the Bumble Brain Box 5 activity cards, one for social, emotional, physical, cognitive, and auditory skills. And it's every product is going to build upon those cards and those skill sets for newborns, infants, and toddlers.
Now,
So
Sonia, this isn't something that you've just, thrown together. This is well thought out based upon scientific knowledge. Give us the background of you and your partner and how you've developed this. It's fabulous.
So it's actually a really fun story how me and my partner met. It's kind of like when you're dating someone, that's kind of how a business partner is. So I actually run 3 preschools here in Texas. And what really ended up happening is I realized that there were so many families that were working, 9 to 5, getting in at 6. They're going home, they're cooking dinner, shower, bed. They're basically getting very actual little time with their children. And I also know from my background that up to 90% of brain development happens between 0 to 5, making it more important than elementary school, middle school, college. Your whole entire life afterwards is just that 10%. So, how do you give parents the time, the resources, the expertise they need to properly develop their baby's brain? And that's where the Bumble Brain Box came from. And so, I have someone who comes to train my teachers. Her name is Dr. Christie. And not only is she a mom of 5, but she has 5 degrees, one in medicine, dentistry, child psychology, nutrition, and an MBA on top of that. So I was talking to her about my background and this problem that I noticed. And she goes, you know what? I have a story for you. Her son was told that he would never talk or walk by doctors. So to prove the doctor is wrong, she did activities similar to the ones that are in Bumble Brain Box. And now her child is 100% caught up with his class.
Great story.
Yes, walking, talking. I just recently met him. He's doing fabulous. And that's how we came up with this together.
no, that's wonderful. And I tell you what, as a father of a child with special needs, I understand. And believe me, at an early stage like that, I promise you, the docs are more guessing than they're not, right?
Right.
As far as how everything's going to end up turning out. So this very simply, and this is an oversimplification, but this is the Dollar Shave Club except for babies, right?
Exactly, but it's a lot more psychological than that. It's not just product based. The real magic in this, again, is going to be the research and the way we've packaged that research for parents.
Understand. So you have the ability for a parent to sign up very early in age and have age appropriate content for them for years, correct?
Exactly. So it starts at newborn, which a lot of people look at their newborns and they don't realize there's so much you can do with them. Now, around 4 to 5 months is when parents start saying, "Hey, I should be doing something now. Now the baby's not just sleeping and pooping. This is a cool little person
Mm-hmm.
right here. What can I do?" And that's who I'm there to help. I want to help new parents who might be home with their child and say, "Hey," or might only have a few minutes with their child every day. How do you make the most of that? And so it's for newborns, infants, and toddlers. And I have people using this box whose child was born a week ago.
Oh, wow. That's that's a pretty proactive parent, I guess, if they're going to start at 1 week. But even if you don't start at a week, you got plenty to keep their child busy for years to come, huh?
Exactly. It's from 0 to 3. And the cool part of each box is when you get a box, let's say you get the newborn box, it's also going to tell you how to use that exact activity in box and those supplies when your child's an infant. So it grows with you. And so
Sure.
you can repurpose and reuse the box multiple times. And if there's siblings, then there's just $1 per card basically to add on for 2 siblings between under the age of 3.
Now,
In the box.
inside there as well is going to be some toys and activities and some of the things they need to be able to complete that activity, I guess, right?
Right. So in every box, what you actually will get is 5 activity cards targeting each of those brain areas that I told you about. Then you get a book in each one that goes deeper into the science, and that book is to help develop the parents, because parents don't have time to go out and get the early childhood education degree. Then we give you all the toys and the supplies, the materials for the activities pre-packaged so you don't have to go out and get them. And the best thing that you get is, let's say, you mentioned you have a child with special needs or anything. Let's say you've got a special case scenario or a unique question. With each purchase of the box, you get unlimited email access to Dr. Christie and also myself. So let's say there's any question and you want to personalize it for your child, we help you do that.
Oh,
Wow.
wonderful! So you guys are big proponents. I mean, you're a young lady, obviously a member of the millennial generation, uh, as are a lot of the new parents that are coming up, right?
Right, exactly.
And to be able to reach these guys, you got to do it differently than I guess a lot of companies used to do it in the past. We were talking right before the show about some of the mommy bloggers and that kind of tribe within the population that is a pretty tight knit group. Talk to me a little bit about how you're reaching these guys because they got to know about you to be able to use you, right?
Exactly. So blogging and writing is my passion. I do it for fun. I love it so much. And so I've got two different blogs going. One's called How Great People Think, where I document my day-to-day running businesses and running the Bumble Brain Box. And I've got the Bumble Brain Box social media accounts. And so to reach the mommy bloggers, like we were talking about earlier today, I've become one of them. I do shout outs for shout outs with mom bloggers all the time. I do interviews, we reverse interviews, we cross market, and so many of them have become my dear friends in just the past few weeks. I mean, I truly love these women that I meet, and you just don't find that kind of love and passion with most people. I mean, moms really have something special.
No doubt. And I had a neighbor who ended up becoming a very well-known mommy blogger, and I was blown away to know that was even a thing. I had no idea, but that was an incredible
deal.
market. It was a big deal, and I would imagine one of your main constituencies, right? One of the groups that you need to. Because again, the mommies are going to be the one making the decision on this for the most part, I would guess, huh?
Exactly. And we also do give out a lot of boxes to mommy bloggers too to review, to try. We've had a lot of mom bloggers reach out to me proactively and say, hey, can I try your product out? And so it's been great building relationships that way too.
No, that's great. Sonia Jamil, founder and CEO of Bumble Brain Box. Bumble Brain Box. Say that three times fast. What is the easiest way for somebody to get in touch with you if somebody wants to get in touch and learn more?
www.bumblebrainbox.com. Everything
no
is there.
brainer.
And if you say Bumble Brain Box for babies, it's even more of a tongue twister.
There you go. That's a lot of fun. Well, look, we Sonia, thank you very much for joining
Yeah,
us.
congratulations.